In the previous lecture, we discussed that if G by H is a abelian, then H containing G dash. So if G by H is abelian group, if and only if H containing G dash. Now from this, one thing is clearly observed that G is containing G dash, then G by G dash is abelian group. This is a abelian group. So remember this result. Remember this result. Why? Because G dash is a subgroup of G. So in this way, G dash is a part of G. In this case, G by G dash is abelian. So this is very important result. Now, if H and K are subgroup of group G, then show that H is subset of K. It implies H dash is a subset of K dash. What is H and K? These are the subgroup of a group G. So prove this result. So it is easy to prove that if I take some X belongs to H dash, right? So what it means? By definition, X is a finite product of commutator of H. So commutator of H. Since H is a part of K, so that is given. Since H is a part of K, then it means every commutator of H is also a commutator of K. If every commutator of H is a commutator of K, so X can be written as finite product of commutator of K. So it implies by definition X belongs to K dash. So it implies H dash is a part of K dash. So which prove our result. So in this way we can prove our result. Now next result is if N is a normal subgroup of a group G. So if N is normal subgroup of group G, and N and its commutator subgroup consisting identity elements. So show that N is a part of center of G. So it means every element of N should be a part of center of G. Solution. So to prove this result, let n is some element belongs to n. This is element belongs to n. Now, to prove that this belongs to center of G, it means it commute with every element of center of G. So, what is our claim? So, our claim is nx is equal to xn for every x belongs to G, right? That is my purpose. So, because of this purpose, I take x is some element belongs to G. So, here check that what it means. So, it means it is a nx xn this values. Also, we can write that this is a x inverse n inverse into xn, which is equal to identity. So that is my aim. So how I will prove it? So I will prove this result if I prove that this element belongs to n as well as G dash, because it is a commutator. So clearly it is a commutator, so it belongs to G dash. Now, so first part, so what is my first part? Now since this n belongs to capital N and n is a part of G and x is a also part of G. So what it means? It means this small n and capital X, small x, it belongs to G. So what it means? It means x inverse n inverse x into n. It is a commutator of G, so it belongs to G dash. So remember my first part. Second part, it should belongs to this element belongs to capital N. Now, again small n belongs to capital N. So it implies because it is a subgroup. So n inverse also belongs to n, this values. And since this n is normal subgroup, this n is normal subgroup of group G. So this is a normal subgroup of group G, then it implies x inverse n inverse into x, it belongs to capital N because x is a part of this values. Now, x inverse n inverse and x, it belongs to capital N. Also small n belongs to capital N. And n is a group, so it is closed under multiplication. So x inverse n inverse x into n, it also belongs to capital N. So it is a equation number 2. Now from equation number 1, it belongs to n. From equation number 2, it belongs to n. And from equation number 1, it belongs to G dash. So x inverse n inverse x into n, it belongs to n intersection G dash. So this is by equation number 1 and 2. Now what is this consisting? It consisting only identity element. If it consisting only identity element, so it implies x inverse n inverse xn is equal to identity, it implies xn is equal to nx for every x belongs to G. So it implies this n is a part of center of G. So what it means? It means capital N is a part of center of G. So which prove our result. So in this way we can prove our result. Now next example is for G is equal to permutation group of degree 3. So prove that its commutator subgroup G dash which is A3, which is a A3. So prove this result. Now again, what is solution? Order of G which is equal to order of S3 which is equal to 3 factorial which is equal to 6. Right? So just use the definition of order of this values. Now what is G dash? It is a commutator subgroup of G. If it is a commutator subgroup of G, so by Lagrange's theorem, order of G dash by Lagrange's theorem divide order of G. What is order of G? 6. So what is its possibility? So its possibilities are 1, 2, 1 or 2 or 3 or 6. So we have 4 possibilities. Now if order of G dash is equal to 1, then it means G dash consisting only identity element, and if it consisting identity element, then G is abelian group. G is abelian group. So which is not possible. So which is not possible. Why not possible? Because this G is a non-abelian group. So S3 is a non-abelian group. So here we reached at contradiction. Now, second, order of G dash is equal to 6 if order of G dash is equal to 6, this values, then what we get? If order of G dash is equal to this values, then G dash is equal to S3. So G dash is equal to S3. If G dash is equal to S3, but we know that again it is a impossible. Why it is impossible? So I know that order of G by A3. So what is this? It is a 2 because it is this values. So it means if this is a 2, then it means G by A3, which is a abelian group. This is a abelian group. So by using the property of abelian group, A3 containing G dash, yeah, G dash is a part of A3 and A3 is a proper subset of S3. So this is not possible. So this is the reason why it is not possible. So 1 is not possible and 6 is not possible. Now I am taking the order of G dash, which is equal to two possibility. One is 2 and second is 3. So here I am taking the 2. So here G dash has order 2 and we already proved that G by A3 is a abelian group. So this is a abelian group. So if it is a abelian group, again A3 the G dash is a part of A3. So it means it is a subgroup. Again by Lagrange's theorem, order of G dash divide order of A3. So it implies, what is this order? 2. What is this order? Which is 3. So again it is not possible. So again it is not possible. Then it implies order of G dash is equal to 3. So it means order of G dash is equal to 3. If it is equal to 3, then G dash is equal to A3. So what is the commutator subgroup of this group? So commutator subgroup of this group is equal to A3. So which prove our result. Now next result is, if I am taking the endomorphism, which is the image of a commutator under a endomorphism is again commutator. So next is, for any endomorphism sigma of a group G, prove that image of commutator of G is again commutator. Is again commutator. तो अगर साढ़े को सिग्मा कोई एंडोमॉर्फिज्म है, मतलब होमोमॉर्फिज्म फ्रॉम G to G, तो G दा कम्यूटेटर और ओदे इमेज दा कम्यूटेटर भी कम्यूटेटर ही होएगा. So let sigma from G to G be a endomorphism. It means it is a homomorphism. And A and B, two element belongs to G, which is a group. So what is the commutator? So sigma image of commutator A inverse B inverse AB, since sigma is homomorphism, sigma A inverse sigma B inverse sigma A sigma B, this value. Since sigma is homomorphism, so this can be written as this raised to power -1 sigma b raised to power -1, sigma a, sigma b. So what is it? Is again commutator, because sigma a and sigma b is a element of G. So this is again commutator of a group G. Why? Since sigma A, sigma B, it belongs to G, right? Because if this is a G group, again this is a G group, this AB element, this sigma is mapping. So sigma A, sigma B is image of A and B in the G. So this is again a commutator. So now next we are very near to Jordan-Holder theorem. So to prove the Jordan-Holder theorem, so we discuss some of the series which is called subnormal series. First, subnormal series. What it means? So a sequence of subgroup, if it is a sequence of a subgroups of a group G, which is first bigger group G, I write it as G naught. This is containing G1, containing G2, and so on. The last is Gn, which is smaller, so which consisting only identity. I write it as 1. So this is a of a group G, of a group G, and this sequence is called a subnormal series of G, subnormal series of a group G. So this is subnormal series of A. If each Gi plus 1 is a normal subgroup of Gi, if each Gi plus 1 is a normal subgroup of Gi. So if each Gi plus 1 is normal subgroup of group Gi. This is for group Gi, where I is running from 0, 1, 2, so on up to n minus 1. So each smaller group is a subgroup, normal subgroup of a bigger group, and the quotient group is called a factor group, and the quotient group which is of kind Gi over Gi plus 1. This is called a factor group. So this is called a factor group. So this is a quotient group, and this quotient group is called a factor group. So each GI, if each GI is normal of G, then series is called normal series. So it is a subnormal series. If each GI, this series is converted to normal series. Now here it is a subnormal series, and this series is converted to normal series if each GI is normal subgroup of group G. So this is a normal subgroup of group G. So in that case, this is called a normal series. Now, if the subgroup are not equal, for a irredundant series, for irredundant series. So what it means? It means they are properly subgroup. For example, G, which is called G0. So this is greater than G1. So superset of G1 greater than G2. In this case, Gn. Now here it is a properly subgroup. So this is called irredundant series. So if they are not equal, then it is called irredundant series. If equal. Now, what is the definition of a solvable group? Now here we are near to solvable group. What is the definition of a solvable group? So, a group is said to be solvable if each factor group of a subnormal series is a abelian group. So, definition: a group G is solvable. If G is solvable, so this group is solvable if it has subnormal series. Subnormal series. What is subnormal series? G, which is G0 containing G1, G2, so on, Gn. This is a subnormal series in which each factor group such that each factor group is abelian. Each factor group Gi over Gi plus 1 is a abelian group. So which is a abelian group. So then the group is called a solvable. If we find any subnormal series in which each factor group is a abelian, in this case it is called a solvable, and this series is called a solvable series. So this is called solvable series for G, for group G. Also remember that if factor group quotient is abelian, in that case the lower part Gi plus 1 containing the commutator subgroup of Gi. So also remember that if G by H is abelian, then H containing G dash. So here the factor group is abelian. So in this case Gi plus 1 containing Gi dash, yani ki commutator group of Gi. Now we will discuss some of the question related to the solvable series, the solvable group. So first question, show that every abelian group is solvable. Very important. So every abelian group is solvable. So if we have any abelian group, then prove that it is a solvable. So I take, let G is some abelian group. Suppose G is some abelian group. Now to prove that it is a solvable, so we find some solvable series. So I take G as G0, which is containing G1, which consisting only identity element. So I take only two subgroup. One is identity and second is this. Now clearly this is a solvable series for G because the factor group G by G1, only one factor group, so that is a abelian. So this is a solvable series for G because it satisfies two conditions. Condition number one, this is a normal subgroup of this one thing. Second is the factor group G by identity. This is basically G, so it is a abelian. So each factor group, it has only one factor group and that factor group is abelian. So it means it is a solvable. So remember this, every abelian group is solvable. So if we have any question to prove that and that is a abelian group, so in that case, so that is a solvable. So every cyclic group is abelian, so that is again solvable. Now next is second example, show that symmetric group S3 of degree 3 is solvable. So remember, we know the two subgroup that are very common, A3 and identity. So in this case, solutions. So I take S3 bigger group greater than A3 and then greater than identity, this values. Now this is normal subgroup of this. This is again normal subgroup because it has index 2. So factor group are, so here factor group. So two factor group, one is S3 by A3, second is A3 by identity. So what is the order of first factor group? That is 2. Order of second factor group, that is 3. So we know that every group of prime order is a cyclic and cyclic group are abelian. So it means this factor group S3 by A3 and A3 by identity. So these are abelian group. If these are abelian group, then that is a solvable series. If that is a solvable series, then S3 is a solvable group. So very easy to prove that it is a solvable group. So we get a solvable series and this is a solvable group. Now I take another example of S4. So what is a S4? So next to prove that symmetry group of degree, show that S4 is solvable. Now again find the solvable series. Now we have S4, first symmetry group of degree 3, second A4, third V4, Kleene 4 group, and last identity group. Also we write it as I less than V4 less than A4 less than S4. So S4 is the permutation group of degree 4 and V4 is a subgroup where Kleene 4 subgroup, so which consisting the element identity number 1, 1, 2, 3, 4, number 2, 1, 3, 2, 4, number 4, 1, 4, 2, 3. So this is a Kleene 4 subgroup and its order is 1. Now its factor group, check its factor group. First is S4 over A4, second is A4 over V4, third is V4 over identity. So these are factor group. So these are factor group of this series because these are normal. So it is a subnormal series. Now check that factor group should be abelian. Now what is its order? The order of S4 is 24 and its order is 12. So order of first factor group is 2 and its order is 3 and its order is 4, right? Now every group of prime order is cyclic. So these group is cyclic and this group is cyclic. And cyclic group are abelian. So here we used two theorems. Theorem number 1, every group of prime order is cyclic and cyclic group are abelian. So we used two theorems. So this factor group is abelian, this factor group is abelian. Now what is 4? 4 is 2 raised to power 2, means prime raised to power 2. So every group of order p raised to power 2 is again a abelian. If it is abelian, so all factor group of this subnormal series is abelian, then it means S4 is a solvable group. So this is a solvable group. So which prove our result.